Okay, so welcome, Lorna. This is your
Hello.
interview with me to talk about your experiences training as a quantum holographic echo healing practitioner, QHEH for short. Uh,
Hello.
oh, it's so nice to meet you because this is the first time we've actually met because you were trained by Lisa McMurtry. She is a phenomenal QHEH teacher trainer, and you're one of her kind of students, certified practitioners. But I saw you comment or you were tagged in a post celebrating
Yeah.
how QHEH has kind of like catapulted your life and business. So I was like, right, we've got to talk to you about this because
Oh,
this really helps people understand like what a session can do for them, and also if they feel like training in this spiritual modality as well.
yeah.
So I'm the creator of QHEH, and it was blood, sweat, and tears that built this, built the
Amazing.
modality as it is today. There's a long story behind it, but the modality that it is today was like kind of channeled creation, if you like. And
Mm.
people now use it in their practice, and you're using it in your life coaching business. So we're just going to share your kind of transformation from the career that you were in
Yeah.
to now doing this full time, and how it's really changed your life. So I've got some questions. Sorry, I'm looking down because I've got them on my phone.
Okay.
My brain is at nearly 50 years old, so it doesn't retain much information as it used to.
That's fine. I'm so pleased to be here though and to finally meet you in
I
person.
know,
It's
I
just
ditto.
amazing.
I love meeting people who use my techniques and
Yeah,
that are making transformations in people's lives with them, because that's what they were designed to do. So
absolutely.
just introduce yourself, tell people the name of your business, etc., and then we'll transition
Yeah.
to questions.
So I'm Lorna, and my business is Lorna Taylor Life Coaching. So I'm specialised in wellness and self development. So everything that I do incorporates that well-being for women, building their confidence, bringing the zest for life back
Oh,
through that journey of life and all the difficulties that we face. Um,
absolutely.
and I just love it. I
I
love
love
it. I live and breathe it.
Yeah, because let's face it, who doesn't experience adversities on this journey
Yes.
called life, on this game of life? And we were just talking off camera, and you were kind of giving me insight into what led you here. And honestly, the students that I'm interviewing at the moment, they all came. So we're talking like 5 years ago through the COVID period.
Yeah, that's
Gave
interesting.
everybody this life shakeup, didn't it? And
Yeah,
it was like,
absolutely did.
what am I doing with my life? Am I happy? And it's funny, isn't it? Because that COVID period kind of gave everyone the chance to
Yeah,
pause, and it
absolutely.
made everybody focus on the way that they were living their lives for good and for bad. It was transformational, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. So my journey began, as we've just said, during COVID. So previous to that, I was a pastoral team leader in a local university. I worked there for 14 years. I absolutely loved it. And when lockdown came, my circumstances changed. I had a relationship change, a whole life change, really heading up towards 30. And it just gave me the time to just reflect, think about what I wanted to do and have a change of direction, really. So in lockdown, I started to look at some different career options, thinking what can I transfer my skills over to in the pastoral world. And it was a friend that said to me, have you ever thought about life coaching? And I was like, no, I've not thought about life coaching. But just thought, do you know what? That really does match my personality, my skill set. And a few days later, another friend linked me up with the Becoming 360 Academy and your course. And that's where the journey began.
Oh,
Um,
that's pretty
yeah,
cool. So Lisa's got her own training academy, and
yeah,
she was training people the
yeah,
QHEH method alongside teaching them life coaching as well. So, and for you to make that transition from that 14-year-old stable, solid
yeah.
career must have been like feeling like you were taking a massive leap into
Yes.
into the unknown.
Yes, absolutely. So I eased myself in gently. So I did a full year of the course, which I absolutely loved, and just realised that's where I wanted to be. So I worked alongside my full time job initially. Started to do vision board workshops. Started to practice on family and friends with the QHEH, and just realised the results were so powerful. And I just thought this can really help so many
Oh, that's so,
people.
so cool. So tell us a little bit more
Yeah.
about that. But first of all, tell us about your own experience because, life coaching and then this kind of spiritual energetic, because we're working on quantum healing. So
Yeah.
it's very just energetic and intuitive and works with body science,
Yeah.
kinesiology when you're holding the pendulum. It's very different. So how
Yeah.
did you feel about that when you were introduced to the QHEH system?
So I am very spiritual anyway. So when I experienced the training, I just thought, wow, this is amazing. It really brought in tune my spiritual side as well. But when I had the treatment, it was through the training. And they brought up lots of energy that I was feeling, emotions at that time. So I'd had a change in circumstances with relationship, bit unsure where my life was going, particularly with having children. And that treatment picked up those blocks, specifically with the statements and the words that I was feeling. I just thought nobody could know that apart from how powerful the treatment was, really. So that was the first initial, experience of that.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. So, yeah, so just to give people an idea, oh, I've moved my workbook, but you get a big manual that you work with
Yeah.
a client with, don't you? And you're actually guided. So you tune into the client, you tune in energetically and quantumly. And then once you've got that connection, you rely on your pendulum to
Yeah.
give you the guidance of where you need to go in the workbook. And the workbook is full of information about body systems, chakras, the limiting beliefs that they're telling themselves,
Yeah.
the timelines of events that may have happened or have been passed down to them. So if you were to look at this workbook, you think, what the heck? Like it's just a load of words and
Yeah.
statements. But when you work with the client and you trust the pendulum, you get
Yeah.
this story, don't you? And you're like, oh my God.
Absolutely. And when they're connecting to that as well, because at first, when you first start out, you feel a little bit nervous. You don't know clients that are coming through, they're brand new to you, and then they're just overwhelmed by, oh my gosh, how did you know that? And then you start to realize there's so much more deeper practice to this. Yeah.
It's amazing. And you can do this distantly as well. You don't need your client with you.
Yes, yeah, I did do a few online, but I love to be in person with people. So yeah, it does work so effectively online as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it just so happens that I've been working one to one in person.
Oh,
Yeah,
have you? That's
yeah.
beautiful. That's really nice. Um, so just moving forward, sorry, I should know the next question.
Yeah.
So when was the moment that you realized it wasn't just another kind of like technique or a treatment, but that it was a healing that could genuinely change the way that you work with clients?
So initially it was through the training through myself and me having that shift of energy, that positive mindset. We also have a card reading during the
Yes.
QHH and just again picking up on that emotional. It was more the emotional that got me through the
Was it?
treatment of how I was feeling at that time.
I
And
get that. I
yeah, and it
understand
really
that.
helped me to feel more positive about my life because I was going through a difficult time at that point during the training. And then it just totally changed your mindset to a point where you do different things. Then you can move forward, your emotional blocks are healing, and then just doing the treatments then with other people. So I've had a client just recently, and she said she can't put into words how much it's changed her life, and
Seriously.
that's just a powerful statement.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Well done, you. That's
thank you.
absolutely brilliant. How many sessions has she had or
She's just had one, and the shift already in that is phenomenal. So she won't mind me just explaining some of the shifts with that. But she around 20 years ago, she had a first child, and a parent, she lost a parent the next day. And the massive grief and the love of that at the same time has just been, just so difficult. She found me through one of my workshops, and decided to come and have a QHEH. And this is the lady that said that she cannot put into words how just one treatment has changed her life. It's helped with the grief,
So,
the love at the same time, shifting the emotional blocks. It's also helped with a relationship, communication, just all sorts. She says she was driving home and she could listen to a song for the first time and felt energized and like radiated rather than drained, which is
oh,
just so powerful.
gosh, what a story.
Yeah,
And how amazing for you to be able to help somebody who's going through that.
yeah.
Um, can you remember how the workbook took you through, just so people get an idea? Did it go into chakras or timeline? How did it tell
So
you?
it went into chakras and more focusing on the crown chakra.
Right.
So the feeling, the drain and
Oh,
the block there.
wow.
We also tapped into the heart as well, the kindness to herself as
Yes.
well.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it kind of took us down that journey, but it did pull quite a lot from the session. So
Yeah.
sometimes you'll do a session, it'll just focus on one theme.
Yeah.
But I felt like in this session, it did tap into a few different, like career, family life. It brought a lot in just one session.
Yeah, yeah, you can find that. Sometimes it's like a real big story that's
Yeah.
you from here, there, and everywhere, but it's like a sequence of events,
Yes.
beliefs, emotions that are impacting the client's energy field, and that's
Yeah.
what you're shifting is that stuckness in
Yes.
their aura. So, how
Yeah.
has becoming a certified quantum holographic echo healer changed you personally or professionally?
Okay. So I would say, personally, it's helped me on my journey. For one, and also been able to help close family and friends
Mm,
on their journey. So they've come for a treatment. One, because they're intrigued, but two, because they know that they've had once they've had a session, they're like, wow, this is really powerful. And we can delve a little bit deeper. I would also say as well, it's just such a niche service that you can offer. So I don't know anyone in my local area that offers QHH,
no.
apart from the students that have studied through yourself,
Yeah.
and through Becoming 360 that I'm connected with. So I just feel like it stands you out from the crowd on a professional aspect as well, which I just love. I just think you can stand out in the market, you can offer something different,
Yeah.
and it's really intriguing.
It is, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
very cute. It's a very curious
Mm.
treatment to offer, really. Um, and obviously, you're doing this full time now, aren't you? You've
Yeah,
transitioned away from your corporate career, and this is your full-time career with your life coaching, your vision board workshops,
it is.
and
Yeah.
the QHEH healing as well. So this is, you know, such a big impact that,
Yes.
you made a decision. You need to do something with your life.
Yeah.
Sounds like you found your calling with the life coaching and the vision boards and then this QHEH. But it sounds like what really kind of embodied it for you, and I get this completely, is when you had the treatment,
Yes.
it touched on something so poignant and relevant that was happening and impacting your life that it was like, this has to be true because no
Yes.
one else knew the inner dialogue.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's
The
what
mind
it,
over the external. Yeah.
yeah. So, when you have experiences like that, you can't deny them.
No,
You
absolutely
can't
not.
go, oh yeah, yeah, it was okay. I think it worked. It's like when a stranger feeds back to you what
Yes.
you've been secretly telling yourself. It's like, okay,
Yes. There's definitely something more to this. And in the 4 years that I've been doing the sessions, I've never had a client that have sat there and said like, "Oh, I'm not connecting with this," or "I'm not quite understanding where you're coming from." Every single client, whether they're brand new or if I've known them, have been able to connect to what's coming up for them.
yeah,
So
amazing.
that just shows, doesn't it, the
It
power
does.
of energy
Yeah.
and the pendulum and the modality. Yeah.
Well done you for number
Yeah,
one. Well, mainly for following your purpose, following
thank you.
that calling that you have, because so many people don't do it. And this is like why I'm so passionate about interviewing students. It's like, look at what's possible when you
Yes.
follow your calling inside.
Yes, when it feels right, there's always, skills that you can bring over, transferable skills as well. So you don't have to have it all perfect. You learn along the way. But if that is your calling, definitely to help others, be a good support. You might have just been that person that's always given that advice.
Mm.
I've always been that person where everyone's come to for help, support, encouragement. So if you are that person, you can easily just put that skill set into
Exactly that
this.
people
Yeah,
skills, they're
yeah.
transferable. So what would you say to anybody thinking, oh, maybe I'll have a session or maybe I'll take the training? What would you say to them about it to help them feel more confident?
Yeah, I would absolutely have a session and experience it yourself. And I think that's where that powerful moment comes in and that light bulb moment. So I would definitely, you've nothing to lose. Just experience a session
Yeah.
first of all, and then if you do want to start the training, don't worry about what's happening in a year's time. Just work on the training first of all. Practice on family and friends. Just start to really connect with that spiritual side, and then business just comes when you're enjoying what you're doing. People come for a session, they might pass the word on to a friend or family, and we don't always have to see the bigger picture straight away. And that's what I've learned in business.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah,
such a powerful statement because I mean, even I'm guilty of it.
yeah,
The fear is like, well, what about
yeah,
what does the future look like? I need the certainty behind it. But it's such a true statement. You just take one step, then one
yeah.
step. We don't know. That's the point. It's
Mm,
kind of maybe it's written, maybe it's unwritten, who knows? But the point is, unless you start and
yeah,
take action, you then create what's coming next in a way for you. So, where
yeah,
can people
absolutely.
find you, Lorna? What's the name of your business?
So it's Lorna Taylor Life Coaching. So I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I've also got a new website that I've had launched this year as well.
Gorgeous.
That's www.lornataylorwellness.com.
Fab. And people will
Yeah,
be able to find you because once we put this recording on, you're going to put your offers underneath.
absolutely.
So I'm going to pause this here, but such a pleasure to speak to you. I'm so
Oh,
glad somebody like yourself is doing this work.
thank you so much for having me.